everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a little fall tag and work on my painting. First of all, this is not the Diamond Art Club painting, obviously. I bought this before Diamond Art Club came out with it, so does that make it a stolen image? I don't know. I'm confused. Yesterday I posted a video where I talked about a painting that I had purchased, and I got comments that it was a stolen image from Diamond Art Club, and I was like, oh my god. So I took that one down. So if you had seen a notification for me and then all of a sudden it was gone, that's why. I don't knowingly buy stolen images, but it does happen on occasion, and I still want to do it. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I mean, I have it, it's mine, so I don't know. What do you think? Tell me in the comments down below. I've already bought it. I don't want to throw it away. So, do you think maybe I should just, do it and not show it on my channel? Or, I don't want to throw it away. I don't know what the answer is. And everybody's going to be like, oh, sure, how could you not know? Well, the thing is I don't go on Diamond Art Club that much. I liked it when I bought it because it was a Christmas scene, and no wonder why I liked it. It's a Chuck Pinson. But it's not a Chuck Pinson. It is a Chuck Pinson, but it's a fake Chuck Pinson. So crap. I don't know what to do. I'm really sorry. I really don't. So, but anyway, enough of that malarkey. Let's get into this fall thing. Okay, I found this on iHeartFall, and I will link it down below, and these are the tag questions from that. And the first one is, what's your favorite fall scent? I want to say cinnamon, but that's more Christmas. I like the smell of burning leaves. I love the smell of apple cider. I love the smell of when you carve a pumpkin, that the inside, when you pull all the guts out. I love that smell. In fact, I got in trouble one time because I was chewing on the pumpkin that we had carved out. My mom's like, stop eating that. You don't eat that part. We always saved the seeds. My mom would, bake the seeds, and we would eat them, and so. And I love the smell of cold air. I know everybody's like, what? How can you smell cold air? Well, I can smell cold air. It smells like a frost is coming. Am I head in the way? Am I even anywhere near where y'all are at? It's alright. Hopefully you're just listening to me babble. Okay, what's next? How do you like to spend a rainy day? Well, the last time it rained here, I actually put on a long sleeve flannel shirt of my husband's and was running around in my long sleeve flannel shirt and a ball cap in the rain. My husband's like, what are you doing? I go, I love rain. We have not had enough rain to make me happy this year, so I love rain. I absolutely love it. The only time I dislike it when it rains is that I have to take the dog out to go to the bathroom, and when she comes inside, her feet are all wet, and she smells, and she brings in a million little grass clippings into the house. So, and then my husband tromps in grass clippings and, you know. So that, as far as that goes about rain, I'm not that thrilled with it, but you know, otherwise I really like the rain. But if I like to diamond paint, so a rainy day doesn't bother me at all. I love to sleep to rain. I love the sound of rain pounding on the roof. It sounds beautiful to me. It puts me right to sleep. Thunder, I love that. In fact, we did that one, the storm I was talking about, where I was wandering around in my husband's shirt and shorts and a ball cap. I woke up in the middle of the night and we had it was a good hard rain. And we had some thunder and it was just, I tried to stay awake because I wanted to lay there and listen to it, but it puts me to sleep. I just love that sound. In fact, we had a program for our computer, my husband's tablet, that has nature sounds on it. And my favorite one to sleep to is the thunderstorm one. I just love it. Drives my husband crazy. And during Christmas time, Dish TV does the dishscape with the fireplace, and I would turn that on, and because I love that sound too, that crackling fireplace sound. I'm weird. Normally, when I'm sleeping, I those are the only two things I want to hear. It's either like a fireplace crackling sound or the rain and the thunder. Otherwise, I want it to be quiet and dark. I need dark and quiet to sleep. Because it takes me a long time. Once I go to sleep, I'm fine. But it takes me a while to get to sleep. What it is. I need something to lean on. Sorry. Making a lot of noise. I'm sorry. Am I still in frame? Yep. Alright. Favorite fall drink? Hands down apple cider. Cold cider, hot cider, don't make no difference. I love it. I even like the cheap stuff that you get in the mix-up packet. My favorite is the fresh squeezed. When I was a kid in Michigan, we lived near Sietsema's apple orchard, and they had a barn where you could go in and buy apples, and they had a cider mill, and they sold donuts, and I loved it. My dad would take us there, and he would buy cider, and we would get a donut. They always had like a free, it was probably like a Dixie cup size, but for a little kid it was enough, of hot apple cider that they had, on the stove. And I love it when you mull it, what I mean by mulling, where you put the cinnamon and a little bit of brown sugar in it and let it cook and simmer and seep. Makes the house smell good, makes your taste buds happy, all that stuff. So yeah, I love apple cider. I love it, love it, love it. I'm a Michigan girl through and through when it comes to apples. I don't care about Washington State. They got nothing on my Michigan apples. Sorry. Can't talk and multiplace at the same time. Football, yes or no? Absolutely yes. Oh my god. I love football so much. I don't care about your team. I love my team. And my team is the Indianapolis Colts. I love the Colts. And the really funny thing about it is my parents never watch football. I watch baseball, hockey, and football. I grew up in Michigan, so the Red Wings are the team. And the Detroit Tigers but I have never, ever, 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 ever been a Lions fan. I went to a Lions game when I was in sixth grade, and I got really sick. I think it was at the Silverdome. It must have been the Silverdome. And I was so ill, and I came home, and I ended up in the hospital. I had a terrible kidney infection, but I, I blame the Lions, okay? I told my mother I was too sick to go, and she was like, "You're fine, get on the bus." I think she just wanted a Saturday without us. Ended up I was sick as a dog. Anyway, so I've never been a Lions fan. I've always been a Colts fan. Um, I've had boyfriends. I've had neither one of my ex-husband would watch football, but he really didn't care too much about it. My current husband, Greg, loves football, but gets mad and will shut it off. Like the Texans were playing, his team is the Texans. He loves the Texans. So they were playing the other night, and they were losing and doing dumb stuff. And he got mad and he shut it off, and I'm like, "What are you freaking kidding me? Turn that back on." "No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch it." Ugh. And then, his whole night is ruined until The Walking Dead comes on. So I will sit there and watch and watch and watch. I love the Colts. They've been a very bad team after Peyton left. But Peyton, I used to tell my kids that was going to be their next daddy, and they just rolled their eyes at me. Yeah, I love me some football. But yeah, I'm hoping that the Colts do better this season. But if not, it's just fun to root for and have a team, and um, especially when I'm diamond painting, I can just listen to it. I don't have to look up all the time. I'm a little disappointed that there's so much politics involved in football these days, but people got to do what people got to do. Got to go with what your heart says. So I guess there's that. But to me, I'm just like, just play the game. Stop with this. Anyway, I don't want to go into that and how I feel. If you really want to know how I feel, you may email me at my email address below, or write me a letter. I will put that in there too. And if you want to write me a letter and ask me questions about stuff like that, I'd be more than willing to talk to you, but not on this platform. This is my crafting channel, and I want it to stay a crafting channel and not a bunch of politics and drama and he said, she said stuff. To go to somebody else's channel if you want to know what the gossip is, because I try and stay out of it. So there, that's my thoughts on that. Favorite fall clothing. Cannot wait for the weather to cool down so I can wear my coat jacket that my husband bought me for Christmas last year. It's like when you're in high school, one of those, what do you call those? Like a Letterman jacket, sort of. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. He's paid too much money for it, and I don't care. This is my favorite. And he bought me not matching, but he bought me the Colts pajamas, too. It was a Colt-tastic Christmas last year. But I absolutely adore my Colts jacket. Um, and I cannot wait for the weather to cool down so I can wear my Colts jacket. Plus, I like to wear turtlenecks. I like to wear sweatshirts. Um, my husband teases me. He's like, "Are you sure you're half Norwegian? Because you're constantly bundled up." And I'm like, "Yeah, I might be half Norwegian, but I still get chilly." And the sun's gone behind the clouds. It's getting dark. Okay, what's next? Do you like haunted house, hayride, or haunted corn maze? No to the haunted house, no to the corn maze. I might do a haunted hayride if I could hide my head. I do not like to be scared. I don't like people jumping out at me. Uh, the other day, I was cleaning the refrigerator door or the refrigerator, um, and I had the door open to the freezer, and my husband came around the corner and he scared the crap out of me. I'm like, ah! He's like, oh my god, what is wrong with you? I'm like, don't do that. I don't like to be frightened like that. I don't like things leaping out at me. I don't like bugs leaping at me. Um, one time I was dead up asleep and I felt this presence in my room. And I rolled over and it's my daughter staring at me and I'm like, ah! What's the matter? What are you doing? What do you want? And she's like, I don't feel good. I'm like, oh, well, couldn't you have touched my arm or something? Oh my god. I hate it. I have never liked that kind of stuff. I, it took me a long time to watch Halloween movies, so that's coming up in this bit. What is your scariest movie you've ever seen? Ugh. All right. So I just preface this by saying I don't really like scary movies, but I do. All right. Every Saturday night, without fail, I watch Fenguli on MeTV, and he plays classic horror, and they are not scary, not at all. They're just kind of their movies like they range from the 30s to the early 80s, and they're really campy and cheesy, and I love them all. My favorite classic of the modern day, I would say, is the original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. It doesn't scare me. I don't know why. I mean, the part where he like leaps out at from the side of the car at the nurse, I think I jumped. But I've seen it so many times that it doesn't scare me. Movies that scared the piss out of me. When I was 17, I went to the drive-thru with my boyfriend, or the drive-thru. That's a restaurant, Lisa Duh. I went to the drive-in movies and we saw the original Friday the 13th with Freddy Krueger. Wait, no, not Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh my god, help me. Anyway, I was so freaked out that went at night and slept on the floor right next to my mom and dad's bedroom. My mom's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "I don't want to sleep in my room." I was 17. I was a giant kid. I was not a 5-year-old. It was like I was having bad dreams, and yeah. No, I still don't like Freddy at all. Although he doesn't scare me like he used to, I still am not a big fan of Mr. Freddy Krueger. Um, I can still hear that song. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, was it 4, 5, grab your crucifix? I can't remember. Ah! Ah! I think the whole thing about having like somebody come into your dreams and control you, it's the lack of control that really freaks me out. Freaks me out. Okay. And then later in when I got older, I do not remember the name of this movie. And it's fine because I hope to God I never see it again. We used to rent movies on Friday night, my ex-husband and I, and he rented this one, and the guy's name in it was Pinhead, and I can't remember what movie it is for the life of me. I don't care what movie. Somebody said it to me, and I can't. And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's it." I can't remember for the life of me what it was. What it is right now, but I don't care because I don't want to watch it. The guy would play with the magic. He was playing with like his magic box, and it like sucked him in and took him to hell, and he was tortured, and it was truly, truly a really, really blah movie. Pinhead freaked me out. The guy on the meat hooks freaked me out. My ex-husband laughing through it freaked me out. The whole thing just, maybe he wasn't laughing, but he was like, you know how some people, he wasn't laughing like, like that, but you know, some people when they get scared, they'll like, oh, like that. That's what he was doing. So I guess it's a guy thing because you don't want to scream like a girl, so you just go, ah, I don't. But if I never see that movie again, um, I'm fulfilled. I'm happy, perfectly happy for a very, very long time. If I don't have to see that movie ever, ever, ever again, and I know one of y'all put it in the comments what it is. Favorite Halloween candy, hands down, Pixie Sticks. You don't know what a pixie stick is? Where have you been living? It's basically sugar in a tube. And I love them. Oh my god. When I was a kid, I couldn't get enough. They're just basically pure sugar in a straw. And they're like a ground up sweet tart, and I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them to this day. It's probably why my teeth are rotten, but no, I don't. Mini candy bars, I always love those. My younger sister would not eat her candy, and she'd have like a piece a day, and she'd still have candy at Halloween. Not me. It was gone. No. I love sweet tarts. I love candy. Period. There really isn't a candy that I have tried that I don't like. Some of the Mexican candy that has a lot of salt or very bitter, I don't care for, but really, truly, if I could have married Willy Wonka, I probably would have been a happy woman for the rest of my life. Um, yeah, I love it. Sweet tarts, Reese's peanut butter cups. Um, the only thing I didn't really like is remember those orange pumpkin candies, and they were kind of hard. They weren't a hard candy, but they were kind of like a, I don't know, they weren't gummy. They were just kind of a solidified candy hunk. And it was an orange pumpkin, and they had a green top. and they're from Brock's. And I never liked those candies. I mean, I would eat them last. Let's just put it that way. I ate all my Halloween candy, hands down. I did. I ate it all. But I would eat all the ones I loved the best. Kit Kats, the M&Ms, the Snickers, the Pixie Sticks. And then move on to the other candy that was like blah. Then every once in a while you'd find like a Starlight Mint, like a peppermint mint in there, and I'm like, what are you lazy people doing? What are you giving? You're giving kids the candy you got from the restaurant on your way out? I don't know. Favorite fall recipe? I don't really have a favorite fall recipe. I mean, when the weather starts getting cooler, my husband makes a lot of soup. I guess you could call beef stew your favorite fall recipe. Or mulled cider. It's not really a recipe. When the weather gets cooler here, which is more like towards November, is when we start eating more fall type food. I guess in Michigan we ate a lot of squash. I love acorn squash. My dad grew acorn squash. My mom would bake it with a little piece of bacon in it. It was delicious. Brown sugar, butter. Wow. I really have a fall recipe. Unless you're talking Thanksgiving, and I guess that's fall. That's another holiday altogether. Yep. Did not do too good on that one. Squish you down. Your most favorite thing about fall? It's not summer. It's so freaking hot in South Texas that I don't. It's like I hate it. I'm not even gonna lie. I hate that it's so hot here. I don't want to live in the snow anymore. So in order to do that, I kind of have to the payoff is or the trade off, I should say, is you have to put up with hellaciously hot weather during the summer, unless you were rich, and then you could just go back and forth. But I'm not rich, and I don't plan on being rich anytime. I'd like to be rich, but I don't think it's going to happen for me. Sorry, my children. Not a lot going on in your inheritance pool. But yeah, that's my favorite thing about fall is the weather. I cannot wait for the weather to change because it's so hot that I just would like to come out of my house and not immediately break out into a sweat. And then plus being menopausal, yeah. Ugh. It's a treat, let me tell you. I kept trying to talk Greg into going down to the Medina River, but he was like, what about COVID? Damn COVID. I wanted to go to the river and splash around at least, but did not get a chance to do that because my husband is freaked out by COVID. Anyway, enough about that. So, what else do I have to say? That's about it. So, this is my Drills and Chills painting. It is not Diamond Art Club. I don't feel like I did anything naughty by buying it because I didn't realize Diamond Art Club was going to come out with it. So, for those of you who want to say something, go ahead. I substituted, there's ABs right there, if you can see them. And I put crystals. Let me see if I can get you up closer. There's crystals in the eyes. And I know it's not a very big painting, but I have several paintings on the go right now, so I'm trying to get this one done because I did order another Halloween picture that's not here yet. So I want to finish this one and then work on that other one and then be done with fall, autumn, Halloween kind of stuff. I do Daryl from Walking Dead on Sunday. I also do my Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. And I have one from Santa Direct that I've been messing around with for a while that it's very small, round, and I just drag it out when I get sick of everything else. But that's all I had to say. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye.